Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the elect sincere Akim out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Alright, this is going to be a basic lesson going over how there's no such thing as free will. Alright. I'm going to start by reading Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahushai to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. Alright? And if you look into that word predestination, or predestined, or predestinated, it means to have planned out before, basically. Pre meaning before, and destined is like what's going to happen. So before it happens, it's gonna happen. He premeditated it. And then it says, according to the good pleasure of his will, because, even in the Lord's Prayer, you say, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You don't say, oh, I chose you, Lord. You don't say that in the Lord's Prayer. Because Yahushua has taught that, you need to acknowledge the Most High as the Almighty. You can't choose your own path. Alright? I'm going to jump down to verse 11. And it says, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will. Because the Most High controls all things. He controls the left-hand side and he controls the right-hand side. And just a quick precept, I'm going to grab that in Isaiah. Alright. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7. Alright, it says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. The Most High does all these things. He created evil, he created good. If he didn't, then he's not the Most High. But he did, so that's why he is the Most High. Alright? And, let's see. This is 1 Kings chapter 22, verse... this is 1 Kings 22 and 20. And Yahweh said, this is him having counsel with all the spirits in the spirit realm. Alright, and I just read in Ephesians how he has counsel according to his will. So he wanted to have this counsel. It wasn't that they actually had a say-so. It's the Most High putting to this. He formed a council just for the narrative of this breakdown, And it says, and Yahweh said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said unto this manner, and another said on that manner. So the spirits were kind of, talking and said, oh, I'll try to do it this way, I'll try to do it that way. Verse 21, there came forth a spirit, and stood before Yahweh, and said, I will persuade him. And Yahweh said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also. Go forth and do so. So the Lord sent down a lying spirit. He created that lying spirit just to persuade that king. It's just like you know, a spirit might hop on one of your buddies to do a gainer off a bridge, and then you end up hurting yourself. It's because the Most High wanted you to get hurt. You know, to he put that lying spirit to persuade you to do a gainer, and then you bust your back on the water. You know. But he also controls the right-hand side as well. You know, even Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Alright, this is Matthew 26, verse 39. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed. Now this is Yahushua in the Garden of Gethsemane. I think I said that right, so like if I butchered it. But it says, and he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. So Yahushua even acknowledged that he doesn't have control over his own will. Because he prayed to the Lord. He said, if it's according to your will, you know, don't let me be crucified. They said, not as my will, let your will be done. You know? Let's see. Let's get Romans. This is Romans chapter 9. I'll start at 9. For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. Not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So this is talking about the story of Jacob and Esau. And he said before they even did anything, good or bad, you know, before Esau sold his birthright, because that was a carnal act, that was an evil act. Before he even did that, the Most High sent an angel to tell Rebekah, hey, this is how it's going to go down. You know, the Most High already has preordained this. He's predestinated this, you know, and nothing's going to change it. You know, the script has been written, alright? It says, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So it's up to the Most High, if you're going to be part of the 144,000. You know, you can't say anything, you can't do anything, you can't convince anybody, you know, to get you into the kingdom, you know. You just got to be the chosen. Verse 12, it says, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You know. That's just the separation. The birthright was given to Israel. You know, and redemption is only for Israelites. It's not for Edomites. It's not for any other nation except for Israel. Alright? It says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. You know, and that's plain. You know, that's the Apostle Paul breaking down that you don't have free will. And he quoted the Old Testament, what he said to Moses. You know, let's see. This is Romans 8:29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn amongst many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. You know? Let's see. Let's jump to 2 Timothy. Alright, this is 2 Timothy 1 and 9. Who hath saved us and called us with an holy calling, not according to our works, but according to his own purpose and grace, which was given us in Yahushua before the world began. Man, that's plain. Before the world began, before Genesis 1 and 1, the Most High had his chosen. Before any of these prophecies were fulfilled, the Most High had his chosen. And that's really deep, man. If you can understand that, then you just might be one of the chosen. But if this is your first time coming across a Great Millstone video, I suggest you keep watching them diligently, studying, look up things for yourself. All right. Ask questions. But with that, I hope this video was edifying, and shalom.